Richie Hidalgo, who's a director, an actor, who's multifaceted in the business, wears many hats, and his film, The Last Comedy, is nominated for the Best Ensemble Cast Award. Congrats, Richie. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been too long, Michael. It's been too long.
I know, man. Good to see you back. Houston Comedy Film Festival Summer 2022 is just around the corner, and seeing you realizing there's other actors I've met before on other productions and Austin After Dark and some other places. It's just fun to see, you again, just to see people as they progress through their careers. And this film is so funny. This is outburst funny. The judges.
I know. We all know.
Yeah. Judges, man. They're into it. But I can't give away the synopsis. You tell us what it's about.
Yeah, so Last Comedy I had written around a year ago today. It was just a strange little concept that me and a little bit of my friend Sean Seacard, who's also in the short film, helped me develop. But basically, in the story, I play myself. I am an alternate version of myself. And myself as a film director in this world has a wacky little idea to film a film project that he's like aggressively proud of. He's just like really, really, really happy about it. And he wants to tell like all of his friends about the work that he did. And nobody likes it. And so he is like determined to at least find like one person that likes it, basically. And there's some great parts, there's some depressing parts, and there's some relatable parts. Hopefully maybe not that third one that much, but I think the best part for me is that I got to play myself and all of my friends got to play myself. And that was the funniest part, honestly, for the whole project.
Good stuff, man. You're on both sides of the camera, directing, being in front of the camera. I don't even know how you do that, but how
I
did
don't
your
either. It's such a tough task, It's I don't know. It's life's biggest mystery.
What do you yell at yourself for your worst takes?
Yeah.
What do you do?
No, they yell at me. Richie, you suck. Damn it, Richie.
So how'd you find all these guys? Is this all friends, or did you do some casting?
Yeah, so I had written the script, and I I wrote them in. Like, it was pretty much a done deal. I had came up with this idea. Don't even ask me about the concept of the short film inside, because I don't know what I was thinking when I did that. But I'm trying not to give too much away, obviously, for the viewers out there, because spoilers or whatever. But I'll do my best. Basically, the one thing that I kept in mind was that, like, I didn't want anything to be set in stone. I wanted things to be like bullet points of dialogue. I had written a legit script, but what I wanted to keep in mind was that, like, I wanted the performances to be genuine. So I wrote dialogue, but I made sure the actors knew I didn't want anything to be set in stone about what they said. They could improvise it if they wanted to. And I knew that I would be able to do that because I picked actors that I could trust. So I had specific people in mind whenever I had written the script. And so, like, I originally put like Aaron or Sean or my friend Neve, who plays my ex-girlfriend in the short film, and she's fantastic. She's so good in this. So I wrote them in mind, and I shot my shot. I just one by one asked each of them. I'm like, hey, would you want to be in it? And all of them were just like, so what is it about? I'm just like, well, you're gonna hate me by the end of this in the short film. They're like, oh, okay, I'll do it. And so, yeah, no, it's really great. And I just find it kind of interesting that I'm able to hang out with these guys. And then on the Limelight, I can also just like make a project and just be like, hey, you want to be in this? And they're usually down to do it. All of them are pretty flexible with their schedule, and they're pretty flexible with their talent as well. They're all extremely, extremely talented. and I have some pretty good friends, to be honest with you. So
Good
yeah,
stuff.
it's a luxury. It's a luxury.
Yeah, man. Good stuff. How did all this start for you? What was the first time that you said, okay, I'm going to create something that, I'm actually going to send to like festivals and stuff? Like, when was your point of like getting serious?
Well, that's a good question. So like in middle school, a long time ago, I became friends with my friend Aaron, who is the co-creator of None of Us with me. That's our little film company that we've been trying to establish and work our way up. And a long time ago, we did like a play together, and it was just like for giggles and for like funny, cute stuff. And originally, like we were just like, I really think we could do like sketch comedy. I think we could be great. And we started like watching like Tim and Eric and like a bunch of like silly, ridiculous, absurdist comedy things, Whitest Kids You Know, like just a bunch of things that we could get invested in. And we, were we've been writing scripts for years now. Some of the scripts we still haven't even filmed yet because we want to have like the absolute like perfect time to realize like, okay, now we can do this. Like we'll be ready in terms of quality. And we've been doing this for a long time. The first legit script or idea that I realized that is kind of like a diamond in the rough where I was like, okay, now I think we're getting somewhere, is a short film that I did recently. It's called Birthday Wish. It's on YouTube now. But it's basically like it's a stupid short film. It's basically a series about this guy who's it's his birthday, and the apocalypse happens during his birthday, and it's like Republican lizards, and it's just such a dumb concept, but I've always wanted to do like an apocalypse story, and I wanted it to be super simple. So I just got a bunch of my friends. Some of them are the same people in the last comedy, and I made that happen. That was a lot of time of my money and of just like my effort, just like put into like 3 months of just like hard work. And by the time that it had come out, I realized whenever like all cylinders are firing and whenever I really plan ahead and organize, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not the most organized person in the world. And my mom tells me that all the time. She'll just be like, you need to be more organized. I'm like, I know. But when I am, I realize that not only am I going to take it all the way, I'm going to be setting that example so that everyone around me, like my teammates and my friends and my actors, will be there with me. And once everybody's doing that, sky's the limit. You can literally do everything. And that's what makes it so rewarding at the end. And that's what I realized with Birthday Wish, and circling it all the way around. That's what I realized with the last comedy, which ironically, I didn't even think it was going to be that much of a success. I had uploaded it and I had showed it to my friend Sean and Aaron after we had done the whole thing. And they were just like, this is so funny, but like, is it funny just for us? Or like, and I was like, I don't know. And I like showed it to my parents and they like kind of laughed. And I was like, oh, this is a mistake. What am I doing? And then sure enough, 2 days after I had uploaded to YouTube, 15, 20 different text messages, calls, people coming up to me at school, my teachers, they were coming up to me. They were just like, oh my God, Richie, this is such a funny video. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I did do good. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I have to say to all those people that are listening right now, if you're listening, most of the time, it will be the things that you don't think will be successful that will be successful. That's my experience, in my opinion. Not saying that the ones that you're going to put all your effort into won't be successful, but most of the time you're going to be surprised with some of the things that you release. And I was definitely surprised with this one. I was like,
Yeah, good job with this, man. The judges were cracking up out loud. I mean, people just thought it was funny. They could relate
wow.
to it. And it really just it struck a chord. And that's important to get that like affirmation, to get someone to tell you that it's good. Because sometimes you get so close to a piece of content you can't see it anymore. And for someone else to tell you that it's good or it's funny or whatever is a huge step. So that's important for all those people out there. Encourage your friends who are artists, because they got to know how you feel about it, and the encouragement really helps people take those next steps, and that's what we're trying to do here at the festival is encourage people and acknowledge people and be that third party, because sometimes your friends are just going to tell you everything you do is good, but you get into a crowd and people are cracking up and people are spontaneously laughing, and you're on to something. So
nice. Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Well, good job on this, man. What else are you working on? Any other? You told me about the one film that you were working on. Are you working on anything else?
Yeah, I mean, for those, I'm working on a project right now. I have rehearsals in like maybe 3 or 4 hours on the Zoom call, basically. And then we start shooting next week. Basically, I'm doing experimental, absurdist horror, I guess. I'm trying to think of like the word genre for it, I guess. It's an interesting film. It's definitely, I would say, a risk, but not in a bad way. Much like the last comedy, what we've been trying to do at None of Us is to take a risk, and I think that's really important. And my friend Noah Alvarez, he was actually one of the cinematographers for the last comedy. He had written the script, I think, 2-3 months ago, and he told me about this whole project, and he told me his ideas and stuff, and I was just like, wow, this is so interesting and way different than anything that we had ever done. So I'm really excited for it. As far as project goes, it's probably the biggest thing that we've ever done, because it's a little less than an hour. So I'm really excited for it. It's going to be an even bigger cast than the last couple of things that we've done. Yeah, I mean, I have a new lens now. I have a little bit more equipment. I have more of a crew now. So it's really exciting. It's going in the right direction. And I mean, God knows when we'll be done, but
get organized.
Yeah. But when we are done, it's going to be really rewarding. And I'm excited. I'm excited for the project. So.
Good stuff, man. Well, hey, this has been fun. Can't wait to see you at the festival, and all your crew that you're going to bring. I just appreciate it, and I hope you get that live festival experience where you really get to experience those laughs and stuff, the same things that we're experiencing back here, watching these as judges. So Houston it is, man. It's congrats on your accomplishment, congrats on your nomination, and we're really looking forward to it.
I have to thank you, man. I mean, it feels so surreal, and I'm so excited, and I also can't just like comprehend it, because the last time that I went to Austin After Dark, I was invited as a guest. I mean, I came in, I didn't know what to expect, and I was overwhelmed with the whole thing in just the best sort of way. And for me to go back in a year from whenever the last time I had been, and now one of my short films is going in, I can't even comprehend how it's going to feel or anything like that. I'm just going to be so stoked to see like the last comedy just on this big screen. It's almost comedic to me. It's just, it's very funny, but also like, it's insane. I can't believe it.
Good stuff, man. We appreciate your passion, and that's why we do this, man, because it really is great to see your film up there projected. It's just an awesome feeling. So thanks again.
I hate filmmaking. It's the worst. I was forced to be here. I'm just getting another paycheck. No, I'm kidding. I love it. Thank you so much, Michael.
No worries. Let me know if there's anything else you want to add. We're about to get out of here.
I'm doing a film review podcast on this app called Colorcast. It's a great app where you can talk about sports and other things. Colorcast is available only on iPhone, and other Apple products. I encourage all of you listeners to go check it out. It's a great, fun app, and it's really great if you love sports and also just podcasts.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Appreciate the time.
I had a lot of fun, man.
Me too, man. I'll see you next month, and thanks again.
Awesome.